This wig comes pre-bleached, pre-plucked, and pre-cut. No customization needed, and it is perfect for my beginners. And it's also fully glueless. I'm gonna go ahead and put that comb all the way up.
If you want your hair to turn out exactly like mine, make sure to keep watching because I got some tips for you. Hello YouTube, long time no see. It's your girl Canamaray and I'm back with another video. Now I have changed my editing style. I'm gonna warn y'all from now. So if this video seems a little bit different, it's because I'm trying to improve my content. And today we have a gorgeous butterscotch highlighted wig from the company Nadula here on Amazon. This is one of their glueless units and it's also a 7x5. You guys know I'm in love with the 7x5s. I reviewed so many of them on my channel, especially from Amazon, from a couple of companies. I don't know why it's taken me such a long time to actually show you guys these little strips. They're pretty much just strips of glue. I always showcase them in every video, but I've never actually opened one and shown you guys how sticky it is. So if you want an alternative to glue, or if you want to secure your glueless wig really fast, I recommend using those. And now we're going to unbox the wig. The wig has multiple different shades of brown, has some hints of black, it has those money pieces in the front. This is a gorgeously highlighted unit. If you guys look very closely, you can see those streaks of dark brown coming through. And it's like 3 or 4 different colors all blended into one, and it really does fit the name Butterscotch. This wig came fully pre-customized. That means it came curled. Oh my goodness. Like usually when they say pre-customized, sometimes it doesn't come curled, but this one came curled. It came bleached. It came plucked. Perfect and not too much, so they did not over pluck it. And now I'm going to be using my Kiss Colors and Care Lace Tint. I'm going to be spraying that all around the hairline. For any products that you guys see me using. What did I just say? Y'all, I'm sorry, I'm talking a little bit too fast. For any product you guys see me using, you can go ahead and check out my Amazon storefront if you want to find that product. I do have a list in my Amazon storefront, all the products that I use. So if you're ever curious, go ahead and check the description box. I do have all my stuff there. And now we're going to match it. You can see before it kind of matches, but it has that like little ashy look on it. So we're going to be using that Kiss Colors and Care Lace Tinting Spray. I use the shade medium dark brown. I don't use dark brown. I use medium dark brown. That's just the image that I found when I was trying to look for it. So yeah, medium dark brown. And to figure it out, I kind of just matched the cap to my skin tone, and looking at it, you guys can see that it fits very well on the back of my hand. That's how I would recommend trying this. And as you guys can see, I'm showing you guys my skin tone. When I was in the store and I was buying it, I kind of just matched it to whichever one was closest to my skin tone. One of the most crucial parts to a glueless wig is one, the customization, but also the elastic band. You have to make sure that band is adjusted properly. It can't be too tight, but it definitely can't be too loose. You want to make sure that it fits your head so that way the wig is on. That band is pretty much your security, and that band is the only thing that's going to stop your wig from sliding back to Timbuktu. That wig needs to be very secure on your head, but it's not supposed to be tight. A lot of people had this misconception that a glueless wig has to like suffocate your head. Definitely not the case. Your glueless wig does not have to be tight. See, I have space to move it around. And now I'm just going to go ahead and start working on the hair. I'm getting out those little flyaways. I'm going to get rid of pretty much everything that's making this install look imperfect. And then we're going to make it perfect. So we're going to fix the flyaways, the parting, do whatever we got to do. Gotta be something different. There's a couple spots where I did miss some of the lace tint, so I'm going in with my bronzer that I used to kind of match my forehead, because my forehead is a little bit darker than the rest of my face, and I'm making sure that I match that to my skin tone, just covering up any spots that I might have missed. And then next, I'm going to be taking a wax stick and just applying that around the perimeter of the hair. I'm not doing too much. This wax stick is kind of just a generic one from Amazon. I've had some that are super sticky, and I don't like those. I like them to just, you know, hold in place. I don't like all that sticky mess. I don't like it feeling like there's edge control on my wig because it just feels a little bit greasy after. But this wax stick, it does the job, and it doesn't make my wig too greasy. So this is the one that I use. That's also linked in my Amazon storefront. And then I'm going to be taking my hot comb, also linked in the storefront. It's the Andy one. This is the only one I've been using for years because the beauty supply store hot combs are trash. They are trash. I've broken like 5 beauty supply store hot combs. Those are trash. Don't use those. Get a good hot comb. It'll save your installs later. After going over that, you can see how smooth the top of that wig looks. And next, I'm just gonna go ahead and begin layering the hair. I got these cutting shears. These are actual hair cutting scissors, and I'm gonna lightly feather into that front layer. This is the only part of the hair that I'm cutting because the rest of the hair is already curled perfectly, and I just wanted a face framing layer in the front. I'm actually curling my hair in the opposite way. So I was kind of struggling today because I've never curled my hair in that direction. I usually do it like away from my face, but today I was doing it towards my face. I saw somebody do a curling tutorial like this, and I like the way that her curls came out. It kind of looked a little bit more uniform in the front, so I decided to do it, and it turned out so bomb. I think I'm gonna be stealing this method a little bit more because I always wondered how y'all get the hair to just like come down in your face, and now I finally realized what you're doing. So yeah, thank you, Miss Girl, whose tutorial I watched. And now I'm just gonna drop that curl. I'm not holding it because I don't mind them being out. I need this to have like a nice flowy look. Like I really need these to be some big barrel layers, as you guys can see after I combed it over. And I'm just gonna comb and experiment until I get the look that I want. Don't mind me flipping it like a whole bunch of times. This is what I wanted, and now we're gonna do that other side.
Tell me what you see in me. Gotta be something different. You must be made for me. Patience is nothing.
I know it might seem like I'm kind of mindlessly combing through the hair, but I promise it has a purpose. I'm making sure that all the curls keep a very uniform shape. And then I'm going to be doing the same thing on the other side that I did before. I'm still learning how to do this type of curl, but after learning and like figuring it out, I think I'm going to do this for all of my future installs because I really like the way that it just falls into the rest of the hair without me having to do a whole lot of effort. Like the other times, I would curl it and then the front would stick out a little bit or it just wouldn't look very good from the side. But now I finally got it down, and it was a little bit easier once I got the hang of it. Like y'all saw, that curl didn't really give me as much problems as the first one, but you guys see the different type of highlights. Some of them are more yellow toned, some are more cool toned. If you guys see those money pieces, and they have those brown streaks in it, this is definitely like a butterscotch candy type of custom color. And then I'm layering that other side. I stopped trying to use my non-dominant hand to layer. I just twist the hair and then I layer, and it comes out perfectly fine, as you guys can see from that cut. And look at how beautiful that is. Now we're just going to get into shaping the hair with some mousse. And that's going to be it for the final touches of the hairline. I like to shape it and kind of just brush the hair back and then bring it forward to get that arch, kind of like it's growing out of the middle of my head. That little pinching effect that I'm doing, that's what's really going to make that arch. And I'm going to pull the lace down and adjust it. Remember, this wig is fully glueless. Now you guys see that kind of pinch that it has at the front. That makes it look like it's growing up and out of my scalp. I don't want it to be too flat because then it could just like, you know, it just looks like there's no volume at all. And then I'm going to use the comb to kind of brush that bump down because I also don't want it to be too high. To me, that gives like very wiggy. I want it to just look like, you know, it's coming out at the front after I did those curls, like it's my real hair. Like those money pieces have to come up and out, but not too far. They just got to look like they're growing out the middle of my head. So that's what I did. And yep, look at the finished product. You guys, this wig is gorgeous. As I'm putting my fingers all throughout the hair, you can see all of the different colored layers. Wig is beautiful. They did a great job curling and customizing this unit, I gotta say. And for an Amazon wig,
for this to be an Amazon wig, it definitely topped my expectations, especially with the fact that it came pre-curled. This wig is from none other than Nadula hair. I'm just gonna go ahead and comb right through those bangs again to kind of give you guys a view of how the hair is falling. It does have these little money pieces in the front. They're calling it like a butterscotch wig. I've had a couple highlights from Nadula. I will insert those videos somewhere in this clip and kind of give you guys a link to those, but this one is a little bit different. It doesn't have as much highlights. The hair is majority brown with a little bit of peekaboo highlights under the back, and then of course the two money pieces in the front. Now this wig is very true to length. I am going to stand up to kind of give you guys a view of where it stops. It is 24 inches all the way down. I think it's 150% density, and it is a 7x5. I am going to put that lace space that I showed you guys on the screen. It does have that full 7 inches across, so you can have the illusion of a frontal while still leaving your ears out, and it goes 5 inches back, so you get a pretty deep part, and you can style it into a side part if you wish. The hair is super duper soft. For a 150 density, this definitely feels like 180. I don't know if it's because of the layers. I did cut slight layers right here at the front, but the rest of the hair is all them. And then I did recurl the front pieces because I wanted a different type of look. I was kind of going for like a barrel curl type of look. And then this is the hair. As I'm brushing through, you guys can see how full it is. Has a lot of luster, and I really appreciate the fact that it's not fully covered in highlights. So you could definitely do like a nice little style with this, or just dye it over if you want. This wig comes pre-bleached, pre-plucked, and pre-cut. No customization needed, and it is perfect for my beginners. And it's also fully glueless. I'm gonna go ahead and put that comb all the way up and pull it back down. It does have that grip elastic lining at the back. The elastic band itself is not with the grip lining, but I don't feel like you need it because of the back. It's kind of onto my skin to make sure that it isn't gonna move anywhere. And I'm just going through the hair again. I really do like this wig. I might actually keep this one. And just look at how gorgeous that luster is. I used an Amazon curling iron to do the trick. I feel like it worked pretty well for the front, but for the rest of the hair, they curled it. I didn't do anything to it. I've been doing these 7x5 wigs for as long as I can remember, probably since like as early as they came out when my channel first started. Like, just look at that length. I feel like this is a little bit longer than 24, but they said it's 24, so I'm gonna go with that. To me, it's given like kind of just might be a little bit 26. But this is what the front of the hair looks like, and you guys see that very deep part that I can lift up and, you know, take off, take on, whatever. So this would be like a nice everyday wig. Could be something if you want to wear to work that doesn't have a lot of color. The color is pretty natural, but if you want like a little touch of something like a balayage, this is definitely for you. And there are some slight brown hints. I don't know if you guys can see it. I think that's the butterscotch that they're talking about. You see a light brown tint. Some pieces are black, some are brown, and then you have those peekaboo highlights right in the middle.
And that was everything for today's tutorial. I hope you guys liked this video. If you want to check out more from Nadula hair on Amazon, definitely click the link below. This wig will be listed, as well as other 7x5s that they have available. Look at all the gorgeous colors coming in through this one clip. You see the different browns, you see the shades of black, you see the money pieces. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.